Okay, the pre-shading is now done on the bottom and the top of the Yamato. I didn't pre-shade this because that's going to be a different color tone, metallic, with a little bit of detail. Plus the fact that pre-shading this and have metallic over it will supersede that, so we may have to use some sort of like a metallic wash to show off more detail. But this one came out pretty good, very well. And I'm going to be removing you from this because I'm going to mask this off to paint it red. And speaking of red, I got the what is it, MS06S red version anime color. This is basically from, I guess, the origin color. Oh yeah, but the pre-shading came out pretty good. This little part snapped off and I had to put super glue on it. Get that taken care of. Let me prepare the paint. It's very windy outside. And how do I know it's windy? Because the wind is coming in through the filter here. Here we go. Just put that there. Ah! Oop, there we go. A mess, but that's all right. Clean that up. Might as well clean up the whole thing right there. I'm also running out of Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. Down to about maybe 2 ounces there, a bit. But I'm going to be probably cracking open the Moto thinner that I got from Gundam Planet a while back. So, just so you guys know, I'm going to be working on the Yamato first, painting the Yamato, painting the guns on the Yamato on the base. So once everything is painted, then I will mask off the guns and then paint it normally with the colors that I, want to paint on the base. Make sure it flows out pretty well. Okay, let me put the Yamato upside down and we'll begin painting it red. Alright. So far, so good. Here. Just want to make sure that I grab every aspect of the where the line is, where the Yamato separates from top to bottom, especially there. That's pretty much it. A little bit of globs are coming out. I guess I'll have to clean up the airbrush a bit. Let me just try to get it on this. Alright. Still have a little bit more red here, but I did paint the smokestack here, which I'm going to be checking it out, make sure it's okay, and I'll mask it off. And then the bottom part of this, yeah, but everything looks good here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until it dries. I'm probably going to end up priming the top. Well, first of all, hold on. Let me first wait until it dries. Then I'm going to mask it off with masking tape from where it separates. Then I'm going to reprime it again, redo a little bit more touch-up on the appreciating, and then we'll move on to the next part, which would be, of course, the intermediate blue. So let me take care of that. But first, let's wait until this dries. Okay, as you can see, I've finished pre-shading. Sorry, not pre-shading. I reprimed all the upper parts of this after I put on the masking tape, and then pre-shaded the parts. So I'm ready to go on to the next color, which is, of course, the intermediate blue. However, I forgot that I need to do this, the deck, the wooden deck here and the wooden deck here. The Yamato kit provides you with either a, a sticker to put it there, or water slide decals. But we are going to use brown color for this. And let's see how well it comes out. I'm going to start here in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is, after I finish painting this, I am going to mask it. I've always am impressed with like model ship builds, but usually it's the World War II ones, whether it's the American or the Japanese, and of course the German ships, Italian, where you can buy the kit, and then if you buy the third party aftermarket parts, you buy the wooden decks. Certain ships have wooden decks. By the way, I'm using the Jihad 39, and even though this is the budget one, it still has some good precision painting, spraying on this. Let's do the other side. I should lift this up because that goes right into that, and that's going to be maybe a bit annoying, but let's see how far I can go with this. I think I got it. Let me double check. I think that's it, yeah. I'm going to let it dry. Of course, it is a bit wet. And I'll give it a second coat to even it out, letting it dry. But yeah, once it's dried, then I'll mask it off, and then we'll move on to the next. Well, obviously, once it dries, if it looks good, I'll give it a second coat, and if it looks even better, I'll mask it, and we'll move on to the next color. Okay, I think we're ready with this. Everything is now masked off. I have intermittent blue ready. Let's see how it flows. I'm going to spray it on this little gun here. I'm just going to do light passes of it. That's good. Let's see how well this works. I'm not going to do like this, like back and forth. I'm going to do maybe first I'm going to go up and down motions here. And it will be light. I said, I've always loved intermediate blue. It has been one of my favorite colors, especially on the Yamato. Or any other kit that you guys fancy. We're going to give it a little rest here for now. That will be coat number 1, of course. However, there is something we do have to do. Now, I'm going to rearrange my camera here a bit. Get to there, I guess. Move a little few things here and there, and then slowly but surely bring this over here. Yes, as you can see, this is the base. Now I'm painting on one side, but later on I'm going to flip it around and paint it the other side. There we go. I'll do the other side later. But at least I got that part done. Okay. gonna give it a rest for now. This is coming out really good. Really good, really good. I just need to finish up the gun, repaint the other guns as well, let it rest for a bit, see how it looks, and then we'll do a little more detail, and I'll explain that in the next video.